Hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in this video, we are going to understand how to automatically notify team on Google Chat for new Shopify orders. So do you also use Shopify to sell your products online? Then this video is definitely for you. So over here, I'm doing the same. I manage a skincare brand and we use Shopify to sell our products online. So now what I want is that as soon as a new order is placed in my Shopify account, I want to notify my team on Google Chat with the order details. So in order to do this, we are going to create a connection between Shopify and Google Chat. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen.
Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video, we're going to understand how to automatically notify team on Google Chat for new Shopify orders. So as you know that I manage a skincare brand and we use Shopify to handle our customer orders. So to keep our team up to date with every new order, I want to set up an automation that instantly sends a notification on our Google Chat space whenever someone purchases from our store. This real-time alert includes the customer name, contact information, order details, allowing us to promptly process the order and prepare the items for the shipment. So by staying responsive to incoming orders, we ensure timely deliveries, enhance customer satisfaction, and strengthen our brand's reputation for excellent service. But as you know that Shopify doesn't provide any native connection with Google Chat so that you can send order alerts. So in order to create a connection between both of these, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So now to do this, I've already opened the landing page of Pabbly simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we're going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of dollars free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And as soon as you're going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here, you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And as soon as I'm going to click on access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we're going to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and as you can see on my dashboard, multiple folders which I have already created. So if you want to learn how to create a new folder or a subfolder, you can click on this hyperlink given right over here which says learn more. And now it is asking for the workflow name, so I want the workflow name to be how to automatically notify team on Google Chat for new Shopify orders. Shopify to Google Chat, and then we're going to click on create. And as soon as we're going to click on create, it is opening the most important window for our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action, and this trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers, so here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. And to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, we are going to select it as Shopify because I want that as soon as a new order is received from my Shopify, I want my workflow to be triggered. So I'm going to look for Shopify right over here, and as you can see the same, so we're going to select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as new order. So yes, I'm going to select it, and as I was going to select the trigger event, it is giving me the webhook URL. So in order to connect our Shopify account with our Pabbly's workflow, we are going to use this webhook URL. So what we have to do is first we're going to copy this webhook URL and then we're going to follow these steps, and it is saying log into your Shopify account. Now navigate to the settings section, scroll down to the notifications. So yes, I'm going to follow the same. I'm going to open my Shopify account. From the left side of the bar you can see settings, so you have to go on the settings right from here. And as I was going to go on settings, we are going to scroll right down, and over here you can see notifications. So you have to go on this notifications, and after coming on notifications you can see webhooks. So you have to go on this webhooks, and as I was going to come over here on the webhooks, you can see all the webhooks which I've already added, but I'm going to add a new. For that we are going to click on create webhook right over here, and now it is asking me for the event. So over here you can see that in the help text it is saying select order created in the event. Okay, so we're going to follow the same. For the event we are going to select it as order creation. As you can see the same, so we're going to select it. And now for the format we are going to keep it as JSON only because again in the help text it has mentioned that opt for JSON as the format. So yes, we are going to do the same. Now it is asking me for the URL, so we are going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow. And now for the webhook API version, I'm going to keep it as latest. And after selecting and doing all of this, we're going to click on save. And as I was going to click on save, yes, you can see that we have successfully added a new webhook. So yes, with this we have successfully connected our Shopify account with our Pabbly's workflow. But now what it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission. But you must be wondering, what is this test submission? So I'll just let you know that what we're going to do is I'm going to open my Shopify account and we're going to place a new order with the demo details so that we can receive the details of that order right over here, and further we can add that details into our Google chat. So in order to do this, I'm going to open my Shopify account, and again from here we're going to go back to our store. We're going to go on products, and as you can see all the products. So I'm going to create this for this, which is natural glow face toner. So I'm going to open this product right from here, and as you can see that this is my product, right? So now after opening this, what we're going to do is we're going to click on buy it now right over here. We're going to buy this product so that we can notify our team. So I'm going to add all of the details right over here. So for the email, I'm going to keep it as demouser555@pabblytools.com. Over here you can see the city, the state and everything, the address. Over here we're going to enter a phone number, and after entering all of these details, we're going to move on forward. For the shipping method, I'm going to keep it as standard. It is saying payment. So over here we're going to enter the dummy card details. So I'm going to enter it right over here, and after entering all of these details, we're going to click on pay now. And as soon as we're going to click on pay now right over here, it is saying your order is being processed. Yes, you can see your order is confirmed. So yes, with this we have successfully placed a order right over here. You can see that we have successfully did the test submission. We have purchased natural glow face toner. So yes, with this we have successfully completed, and over here you can see the details too. So now what has happened is Shopify has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. So I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response or not. So I'm going to open my workflow and we're going to wait for a few seconds, and yes, you can see response A received. So yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response of the same order which we did right now. Okay, you can see all the order details right over here. I'm going to show you one by one. Over here you can see the product amount. We're going to move on forward. You can see the name, which is the customer name. Over here you can see the phone. Over here you can see the address, right? We're going to move on forward. Over here you can see all the details of the order. Over here you can see the title too, which is natural glow face toner. So yes, this was the product purchase. So yes, we have successfully received all the details of the order placed, right? So now after receiving these details, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now what will happen is that as soon as a new order is placed in my Shopify account, automatically Pabbly is going to capture the order details like this. And now what we want is I want to notify my team on Google Chat about the new order, right? So what we're going to do is for the action step, we're going to select the action application as Google Chat Hangout. So I'm going to search for it, and as you can see the same, so we're going to select it, and after selecting this, it is asking me for the action event. So we're going to select the action event as create message because we want to send a message. Okay, then we're going to click on connect, and as I was going to click on connect, it is asking me for the chat webhook URL, and to get this chat webhook URL, we're going to follow the help text, and it is saying you will be able to register the webhook URL only if you have a Google Workspace account. So yes, we have it. So we are going to click on this learn more to get these steps how we can get this chat webhook URL. Okay, so I'm going to click on this learn more right over here, and as you can see over here are the steps to get the chat webhook URL. So as mentioned, I'm going to follow all of these steps. It is saying open Google Chat in the web browser, go to the space to which you want to add the webhook. So yes, I'm going to open the space. As you can see that this is the space I want to add the webhook URL, or I want to create this automation for. So yes, I've opened this space, and now what we have to do is we have to go on this title, which is the space title. Okay, and after going on this, you can see apps and integrations. So we have to go on this apps and integrations, and as soon as we're going to come on apps and integrations, you can see webhooks right over here. So we have to go on this webhooks, and as you can see over here webhooks appeared. So as you can see that I've already added a webhook right over here too, but I'm going to add a new. For that, I'm going to click on add webhooks, and as I was going to do so, it is asking me for the name of the webhook. So let's suppose I'm going to keep the name as Shopify order. So I'm going to enter it right over here, and after entering the webhook name, it is asking me for the avatar URL. So if you want to give an avatar to that, then you can add the avatar URL right over here, but I don't wish to add so directly we're going to click on save, and as I was going to click on save, yes, you can see webhook created. So we have successfully created a webhook. Over here you can see Shopify order. So now what we have to do is we are going to go on these three dots, and then we're going to copy this webhook URL link, and then we are going to paste it right over here under the chat webhook URL. And after pasting this link, we have successfully connected our Google chat with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the message I want to send. So I want the message to be new Shopify order alert, order number, customer name, customer email, customer phone, order total, and the item purchased. So yes, I'm going to enter all of these details, but we're not going to enter it manually, but instead we're going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping, right? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step, where we selected Shopify as our trigger application. So we're going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as I was going to map these details automatically, my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm going to give you an example that it is asking me for the order number, right? So let's suppose that I'm going to enter the order number right over here manually like this, then this will not change with every new response received because this is a static information and I've entered it manually. But if you're going to map this from the previous response, suppose I'm going to look for order number in the previous response, and as you can see the same. So let's suppose that we're going to map this from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. And after mapping the order number, we're going to map the customer name too. So I'm going to look for name in the previous response, and as you can see demo users, we're going to map it. We're going to map the customer email too. I'm going to look for email in the previous response, and as you can see customer emails, we're going to map it. We're going to map the customer phone. I'm going to look for phone in the previous response, and as you can see customer phone, so we're going to map this too. We are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the order total. So I'm going to map the order total too. I'm going to look for total right over here in the previous response, and as you can see the total price, which is this, we're going to map it. And now it is asking for the items purchased. So over here for the items purchased, we are going to look for the name, which is the name of the item, right? So I'm going to look for item right over here, and as you can see the name of the item, which is natural glow face toner, so we're going to map it. Then we're going to put a X right over here, and then we're going to map the quantity too. So I'm going to look for quantity, and as you can see once we're going to map it. So now what it has happened is that the item purchase is natural glow face toner and the quantity is 1. And after doing all of this, we're going to click on save and send test request. And as we're going to click on save and send test request, yes, you can see that we have received a positive response, that we have successfully sent an automated notification on our Google chat space about the new order alert which we enter right over here. So I'm going to open my Google chat and look for the new notification sent. So I'm going to open my Google chat, and yes, you can see a new notification which says new Shopify alert, order number, customer name. Over here you can see the customer email, customer phone. Over here you can see the item total, and it is saying item purchase natural glow face toner into 1. So yes, this is the quantity. So yes, you can see that we have successfully sent a notification to our Google chat space. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open my Shopify store again, and again we are going to do a test submission right over here, and we are going to select the quantity as 3 this time, and then we're going to click on buy it now right over here. And as we're going to click on buy it now right over here, we are going to enter the contact details like this. So this is the email. Over here you can see the delivery, and over here you can see the pin code. Over here you can see the address. We're going to enter a valid phone number right over here. We're going to move on forward. We're going to enter the card details. So over here I'm going to enter the card details. Over here we're going to enter the security code, and after entering all of these details, we're going to click on pay now. And as I was going to click on pay now, it is saying your order is being processed, and yes, you can see that we have successfully purchased it. Over here you can see the quantity, which is 3. Over here you can see the order details, you can see the total price. Over here you can see the details of the customer too. So yes, with this we have successfully placed another order, and with this we have successfully did another test submission. And now what has happened is that Shopify has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further sent an automated notification on our Google chat space to our team about the new order alert. So I'm going to open my Google chat and check for the new notification sent, and this time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. I'll directly open my Google chat space right from here, and yes, you can see new Shopify order alert. Over here you can see the order number, you can see the customer name, customer email, customer phone, order total, item purchased, and over here you can see the toner is purchased, right? But the quantity is 3 this time. time. And over here you can see the order total and all the details which we entered right now. So yes, upon doing this test submission, we have successfully completed our workflow and we have also tested this workflow in real time. So I'll just summarize this workflow for you once. So for the trigger application, we selected Shopify. For the trigger event, we selected new order. For the action application, we selected Google Chat Hangout, and then for the action event, we selected create message, because I wanted that as soon as the new order is placed in my Shopify account, automatically my team on Google Chat should be notified about the new order. So this real-time alert includes the customer name, contact information, and order details, allowing us to promptly process the order and prepare for the shipment. By staying responsive to the incoming orders, we ensure timely deliveries, enhance the customer satisfaction, and strengthen our brand's reputation for excellent service. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.